Hi, in this short video you will see how to upload your Cloud9 SSH key to your GitHub account. This will considerably streamline the way you can interact with your Git repositories. When you clone, pull, or push, you won't need to repeatedly enter a password anymore. So let's start by signing into your Cloud9 account. And let's take a look at the issue I'm talking about first. So this assumes we already have a suitable workspace, and let's say we will clone the Hello Java example as a template. And what we would do in this case is clone the repository using the HTTPS key. So we can copy this to clipboard and then hit Command V, and then we can say here git clone. Okay. Now we will try to make a change. So let's go in here, Hello Java, and then let's make a little update to the README. We can add here, for example, experience with Git source code management. And now we can say git status modified readme, so git commit add signed and message improved readme git status. So this is now part of the change set. So now we can try to say git push. And now it prompts us for a username and a password. Okay, so this might not even work. You know, I'm going to try this. You see here how on the right in the README that additional item isn't there. So let's try to do this using HTTPS authentication. And this is not working in great part, I believe, because I have two-factor authentication. So even without two-factor authentication, I would have to re-enter my password pretty much every time. So the good thing is there is a way around this, and that's what I'm going to show. So let's remove the repository. I could have done that up here also in the File Explorer. Anyway, so now let's do the critical step, which is uploading the SSH key. So for that, we'll go back to our Cloud9 dashboard and hit the little gear wheel in account settings, for account settings in the top right corner. So there is a section called SSH keys, and we will want to copy and then later paste the second one that says connect to your private Git repository. So this will work for GitHub, Bitbucket, or other similar services. So now here we will want to go on the GitHub side into our settings, and it says here on the left SSH and GPG keys. So here what we'll want to do is create a new SSH key. So here I'm going to call this arbitrarily. I'm going to call it klaufer at c9.io, and then I'm going to paste the key from the left. So here it is. It's the one that's here on the left. And now I can say add SSH key. And for security, so no one can actually circumvent our security, it wants us to confirm the password. But now the new key is here, and it says never used, and it has read-write access. So how do we use this now in Cloud9? Well, now let's go back to the GitHub repository that we were going to clone, which is again the Hello Java example. So now we will actually clone it with SSH. So we will copy this URL, paste it here. So now git clone, and here we are. So hello Java. We will make the same kind of change. Let's actually see. I think this might be. Let's just copy this part. And let's reopen it. Yep, so it's actually, it was still in the editor, but it wasn't actually on the file. So we'll make the change here, save, don't forget to save, and now git status says, okay, we've modified readme. Now what was the modification? It said git diff, and it says, oh, there's a plus at the beginning of the line that we added. So the plus means that's an added line, and that corresponds to the bullet item that we just pasted. And now we can commit this, git commit, add the change to the change set sign and message improved readme. And now we should be able to say git status again. And it should say, okay, nothing to commit. And it says our local branch is ahead of origin master, which is the remote branch, by 1 commit. So use git push, and that's exactly what we're going to do, git push. And everything goes through without an additional authentication step. So this is highly recommended, and it'll make your life with Git a lot more convenient. And you might wonder, where in Cloud9 is the key, actually, because the Cloud9 IDE is just an IDE on top of this Linux environment. So this is actually in your home directory, which is tilde.ssh. And if we look at this key, so tilde/.ssh idrsa.pub, it should actually match that key. And this is actually the key we uploaded. Okay, so the Cloud9 settings are just a layer on top of this command line and file-based configuration. Okay, so there's no additional magic that Cloud9 adds other than this convenience of being able to work in a browser-based UI. Okay, so that's it for now, and we'll be in touch soon.